Hey guys, this is Bruce. Welcome to the newsletter for the week of Monday, May the 4th. Today is trade recap day. I haven't closed any trades, but I did set up a new trade I want to go over with you. We'll jump in just a second. First, I want to talk about the market here, the overall market. Of course, we're very extended off the low there in end of March. Straight up about, I don't know, what are we, 12% up now or something like that. Hit 7,300. This is ES, not SPX, but hit 7,300. Lots of resistance levels above us here, so I don't know if we keep going or not. I don't think we do. I think we pull back a little bit first, kind of catch our breath before going higher. There's still a lot of things going on. Crude is back up now, I believe 100 and what is it, 112 or something like that. I don't know right off the top of my head. Strait of Hormuz is still questionable. We're past our Fed meeting. We're past all the big name earnings with, the big tech, Amazon, Mag 7 stuff, Apple, Google, etc. We do have a lot of earnings coming up, and we do have AMD coming up tomorrow after the close. That could be a big one. As you can see from this chart right here, just straight up to the moon. If they crush it, how, are they going to go higher, and then how high are they going to keep going, etc. So a lot's going to ride on the conference call there with AMD, what they say as far as supply chain and demand and all that kind of stuff. That is also going to affect if they blow it, and go the other way, then we're going to have problems here, with the SOX index semiconductors, because you got all the other big names in there as well, and then people are going to kind of reevaluate all that stuff too. But I wanted to touch on that because that's kind of, to me, one of the bigger things that's coming up this week. We do have payrolls this week, but anyway, we'll get into that a little bit later on in the week. But let's jump over here and look at our trade. It is in Palo Alto. If you're in the main room or the bias room, you got this trade, or you at least saw this trade. So basically, the gist of the trade, we've got earnings coming up out here. At the time, we didn't know what the date was on here, and it was projected to be around 520, which is 1 year ago they reported on 520. It's actually 6.2, I believe. But at the time we were thinking the earnings were going to be around 520, so we set a trade up for 515, May 15, so that we could kind of run it up as close as we could into earnings, thinking we get a run higher into earnings. And so far it's working great. You can see these are 34 EMAs right here, and you can see we've broken above here very easily. Higher, higher, higher. Took that Darvas box out, and we're going higher, higher, higher. It looks great for a continuation higher. Now, a lot of things have to happen, of course. No bad news, etc. on Palo Alto, but also the NASDAQ. Palo Alto trades on the NASDAQ, so the NASDAQ can't roll over. It would bring this down with it. We do have some levels up here around 200 that we're going to run into. We've actually got a level here around 190. Let me show you that level real quick. I've got it right here. There's 190. So we've actually gotten through that, but we'll come up here and we kind of start hitting some resistance there about 190. If we can get through that, then it does kind of open the door up. There's 200 up there to get a run into earnings. So let me show you the trade. We set up a very simple trade. Did a call debit spread, again 15 May, went 192 half, and got it for around 60 cents. Very inexpensive trade. Now I priced this at 8 contracts, 60 cents, to risk about 480 bucks, to make a max profit of about 1500, 3 to 1. Risk basically 500 to make basically 1500 max profit, right? Again, I don't know what size accounts people are trading, but you can size up or down from here and do more contracts, or you could widen the spread out. Instead of 2.5 point wide, you could go to 5 point wide, etc. if you're trading a larger account, right? So again, the concept is to hold this thing to the very end of the trade, which is here's next Friday, and try to get more of a run into earnings. Now what we'll do, I talked about this in the main room today, if you missed that, I showed you on the chart, we've got some resistance up there around 190. If we get to when we get to 190 right here, we should be up about $500. That's pretty good. We only got 480 at risk. Make 500. We doubled our money. High five. We could ring the bell and take the win at that point, or we could, I showed this concept, we could sell a call credit spread on the other side. Let me see what we can get. I don't think we can get a dollar. 57 cents. Yeah, it was going for about 60 cents earlier, but I was just showing this as an example. If we could get a dollar, it goes higher, you get more premium, right? Assuming not too much time has gone by. But if we can get up to 190 and we could sell that for a dollar, now you have no risk on the downside. In fact, you make $520 profit if this thing pukes and rolls over. You still make 500 bucks. High five. If it goes up here, notice over here, if it goes up here, now you got $2,500. We went from $1,500 to $2,500. So we added $1,000. Obviously, 10 contracts, dollar. We added $1,000 of profit here. And guess what? We could hold this to the very end of the trade on 15 May because this is before earnings, right? Normally you wouldn't probably want to do this because you don't want to hold over earnings and have a big gap over here, right? Don't have to worry about it with this. So anyway, as long as it's between there, actually there's max profit. If you're below that, you'll either make $2,500 if we do this, make $2,500, or you make $500, with literally no risk unless we go higher, right? So and if you're in the main room, I will post this if we get there, and when I take it, I will post it so everybody will know that. As it is right now, there's the trade. And we may just get up here and just, it keeps going. We may just say, okay, high five, and we just take the 500 bucks and move on, right? But that trade is still open. If you wanted to, you could maybe do a variation of that trade, maybe move it up a little bit or something, but that trade is still valid trade and it is still open. So I wanted to go over that. I have not closed a trade since I did the last update. So again, wanted to show you guys what I'm working on. And other than that, just again watching watching this overall market, trying to see how high is high. Is this thing going to keep going or not? I suspect we pull back a little. I'm not expecting a really deep one unless something crazy happens. But anyway, that's what I've got for you. If this helps, let me know, and let me know if you got any questions. And I'll be in the main room, of course, during the week, and I'll be in the bias room as well. So let me know if I can help. So thanks for the time, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you at the next update. Thanks. Take care.